voted out a party rather than voted in a party.
Yes.
Okay? So this is a very decisive vote that they've got. So this whole issue of the Aam Aadmi Party eating into the Congress and taking away some votes from the Congress, no, I think the point is that the BJP did a fantastic job of mobilizing people in the middle of the road to go out and vote for them.
So you're saying that people voted for BJP and
They
not
voted
against
for
Congress.
an agenda that the BJP clearly put out, number one. Number two, the BJP campaign, if you look at it, okay, from the beginning, and despite quite a few provocations that kept happening in between, you know, where people tried to get back the Ram temple into focus, people tried to get back, you know, all kinds of nonsense people were talking about, but they stick to the basic knitting, okay? And that knitting was very clear, development, and to highlight the fact that the Congress has been an utter failure, okay?
But
So this has been a very interesting campaign. You see, from a communications perspective, this particular campaign that the BJP
It's an
has
excellent
done
research
is
topic.
a fantastic campaign. I mean, you know, hats off for them to get it right.
But is it too early? Will we be jumping guns if we say that somewhere the country is moving towards a bi-party kind of a voting?
No, I don't know.
Is it too early to say that the whole coalition politics is out of?
One point I thought you could see, it would be wrong. I would disagree with him on only one aspect, that the AAP would not have cut into some portion of Congress vote, because during the interactions that we have had while covering the various constituencies, many of the people who were otherwise have sat on the fence, they said, no, at least we have a good candidate this time. We don't mind whether he loses or not. But we've been looking for a good candidate. For once we have somebody we would like to. So they have voted, knowing fully well that they might lose, right? But the fact is, I won't say the huge chunk has gone away, but they have definitely.
But they gave an option.
Yes, they have definitely eaten into. You can say wee bit or whatever.
Just to join issue with you, sir. Complete respect for the
Yeah,
work that you've done, no doubt about that. The point is, look at Anant Kumar. When you're saying 104,000 votes as compared to last time some 35,000 votes, where did that extra 65 come from? They didn't come from the Aam Aadmi's, you know, Neena Nayak eating into Nandan Nilekani's vote. Okay? Because if that were true, the point is, if that analysis were actually true, purely from a numbers perspective, that Neena actually went and ate into Nandan Nilekani's vote. Okay? But the 104,000, I mean, where does this number come from?
Consider that there has been a jump of roughly around 11% in the vote share.
Sorry?
Bangalore South has seen a jump of 11% in the vote share
Fair enough.
compared to last time.
No, but then where did this? So some of that 11% has obviously gone to Anant Kumar.
There's a large chunk perhaps.
Yeah. So why don't you look at it from that perspective? You see, the point is that this is, according to me, a very decisive vote that the voter has gone and said, boss, this is what I want. I am not going to do this. I mean, on paper, Nandan is a far, far, far superior candidate. So, on paper, right? Qualification-wise, this wise, that way, everything-wise, he's a great candidate. No question about it. But look at the way Mr. Anant Kumar has been able to mobilize people to go out and vote for us.
Let's listen to what Rajesh said.
हमें इस तरह के निर्णय की अपेक्षा नहीं थी, लेकिन जनता ने जो फैसला दिया, जो फैसला देगी, हम उसे पूरी विनम्रता के साथ स्वीकार करेंगे, ऐसा क्योंकि उनका निर्णय है। जहां तक है कि हार की वजह क्या, तो हार की वजह बड़ी स्पष्ट है कि जो 10 साल में इतने सारे काम हमने जनता को, आम आदमी के लिए किए थे, जनता के लिए किए थे, चाहे सूचना का अधिकार हो, चाहे भोजन का अधिकार हो, चाहे शहरीकरण योजना हो, चाहे जो है भूमि अधिग्रहण हो, चाहे स्वास्थ्य की योजनाएं हो, चाहे शिक्षा का अधिकार हो, बहुत चीजें हमने जनता को दी। लेकिन हमारा प्रचार अभियान जो था, उसमें ये बातें लोगों को नहीं बता पाए, लोगों को याद नहीं दिला पाए कि हमने ये सब कुछ किया। और मोदी जी ने एक जबरदस्त सपना बेचा कि हम चांद भी देंगे, तारे भी देंगे, सितारे भी देंगे, सूरज भी देंगे, धरती भी देंगे, आसमां भी देंगे, जो कुछ है सब आपको लाके दे देंगे। लोगों ने उनके सपने को खरीद लिया, तो वो अपना सपना बेच गए हजारों करोड़ लगा के, और हम अपने प्रचार अभियान में अपनी उपलब्धियां नहीं बता पाए।
मार्केटिंग की जबरदस्त तारीफ। देखिए, हम सब जिम्मेदार हैं। अगर
What it means is that Modi has conveniently, changed the attack from.
Absolutely. We'll quickly take in the big news here.
One more interesting point here. BJP candidate Anant Kumar Hegde wins, which essentially means the BJP has regained the course that it lost during the assembly elections.
Yes.
Yes.
Even Shobha Karandlaje, in fact, won from Udupi Chikmagaluru. Nalin Kumar Katil from
Prahlad
Dakshina
Joshi.
Kannada.
If you properly analyze this Mangalore, Udupi and Uttarakhand, this whole belt, people are fed up with this Congress government and Siddaramaiah. Every time he has been attacking Hindus. And it is anti-Hindu policy which made the people to vote for BJP. Actually,
But don't
in that
you
whole
think
belt,
that
they have been coming across.
being more specific to Karnataka, considering that only a year back they have completely routed out the BJP government in the state, this voting, this style of voting was primarily keeping in Narendra Modi and the central government in mind. It had nothing to do with Siddaramaiah.
Congress win the last election. Congress won because of BJP's mistakes, and Congress came into power because of by default. People didn't want; they wanted to teach us a lesson that you people, if you keep infighting, we will not vote. They never. No one has told that BJP is not performed. Whenever you ask anyone, they say performance-wise, one of the best government is BJP, but the leadership which had a little problem, and they wanted to keep us away. It's not Congress positive vote. BJP's negative vote made a Congress win. And now the atmosphere has changed, and this positive votes, that is giving us a...
But Mr. Harish, do you think this is more of a positive vote, largely across the country?
I would agree with him on 3 counts. One, you go by the statistics between 2004 and 9, you will see that the Congress votes have remained almost same. It's the BJP which has always been gaining, and JDS has been always losing. That's the first thing. Second thing is, you had almost 125 lakh of people registering in Bangalore South.
Yes.
And most of them thought they were going to vote for, Neelakani. That hasn't happened. That clearly indicates that it's not the AAP that is eating into Congress, and Congress itself is going down, and the votes are directly coming, and they're positive votes. That's the second aspect. The third aspect that you've been seeing in All India phenomena is the excellent marketing and the way they have reached the people. There have been number of writings on this where you see the Modi himself has taken interest.
So do you think at this point in time, Anand Kumar really needs to thank Modi?
Yes.
Of course. Why did Modi come here for 16 times almost?
You see,
Karnataka, he has been visiting often and often because he knew that because a government was in power, that's there. And if you look at Karnataka history also, you always see that whoever is in power in this state would always vote against and then get. And that has been a trend.
But Karnataka
And
has
from
ducked it.
2000 onwards, any number of elections you see, they've been giving a decisive mandate. So you find that a large number of factors have actually bundled into supporting. But let's not forget the youth. They have played a wonderful role. But will they consistently do it? Because Modi has actually raised, AAP also has raised a lot of interest in politics. Politics was relegated for a long time.
Especially in Bangalore.
Not only in Bangalore,
Across
all
the
India,
country.
all India. And we should give AAP certain credit because they did a lot of work and they made people understand even a common man can win
And
elections.
they've probably made other parties pick honest candidates. That is the kind of change that they've brought
At least they made them conscious of
the kind of candidates they're putting
of
forward.
what is the mood of the people.
Right.
But a bird in the hand worth 2 in the bush. AAP should have been retaining its Delhi affair and then had concentrated there and then perhaps extended a little bit around. That would have
Haryana.
actually
Mr. Prabhakar,
I've been-
Mr. Prabhakar,
See, people wanted a change in the country. WhatsApp, or it may be email, it may be SMS, whatever. So that is very good salesmanship they have done. And basically the foundation for this in the future, they have announced the Prime Minister candidate from this.
and they always ensured that Congress was
Yes.
put on the back foot throughout. They were
Yes.
only defending themselves.
Yes. So that was the best way of doing that.
Also, the Congress didn't have a face, to be frank.
They lost.
I would also add one more point for the
Before
discussion.
coming to the war field itself, they lost.
Yes.
No, but I just have one point to Mr. Surana. Mr. Surana, one simple request. Please don't get back the Hindu vote into a discussion. No, I'll just let me just.
All Hindus are not
Let me,
BJP.
with due apologies, sir. So with due apologies. My point is that the BJP, I think, has won a great election. It has won a good vote. Okay. I think it's important. I mean, You have your own internal reasons, you have your own internal thinking. But let me tell you categorically, sir, that the world out there is not interested in that agenda. We are interested in roads, we are interested in water, we are interested in electricity, we are interested in security, sir.
BJP agenda is...
And that is it, sir.
What I was trying to say is anti-Hindu policies also will not work anymore. That's what I was trying to say. Appeasement and the anti-Hindu, even the anti-Hinduism also will not work. That's all.
Well, that's a controversial one because if you
No,
see...
I'm not telling you. What I'm trying to say is, see, Siddaramaiah bringing this blind faith, some Kanun. What was the necessity? Why interfere in the individual's, what is a house?
That is a
individual's
tangential
faith?
argument altogether. Professor Datta.
There's going to be a lot of discussion, talk over whether Siddaramaiah and Parameshwar failed Congress, whether some other factor contributed to BJP's victory over the next, few weeks.
Professor, I'll just place you on hold. First victory for AAP. Rohit, something to smile about for you. Bhagwant Maan wins from Sangrur constituency. This was expected,
This was an expected victory.
Yes, so they have managed to get the first seat. They have opened their account.
At least we are present in parliament now.
Yes, token presence. Yes, Professor, you were making.
No, this was an expected result in Punjab, as we have been talking about for the past few days.
He attracted a large crowd every time he had a time.
In fact, Punjab is where Aam Aadmi Party probably did everything right.
Correct. That, if a lot of credit goes to the state unit, I suppose, because they've chosen really good candidates across the spectrum. In Amritsar, for example, they've chosen a very prominent and very popular doctor called Dr. Daljit Singh, who was supposed to get more than, we don't have the figures, about 1.5 lakh votes, which would have cut into the traditional votes of either Amrinder Singh or of Arun Jaitley. So, if Amritsar result was up in the air, it was because of the presence of a good candidate from AAP. So Punjab was one state where everything went right for AAP. Coming back to Karnataka and the Siddaramaiah government, we can talk about anti-people policies, lack of development and so on and so forth all day. But consider this, there have been some populist measures, maybe some minor controversies, but there has been no major scandal, very little dissidence. Maybe there is some, demand for ministership, but so it's been compared to what we were witnessing in the first 2-3 years of BJP's regime. BJP leaders may have forgotten it, but people of Karnataka have
but don't you
lot of dissension.
But don't you?
Every day, every third week, fourth week, you had one group sitting in some resort plotting, right? None of that has happened. So my point is a simple one, right? More than Siddaramaiah's government's incompetence or lack of performance, it's a positive vote that BJP has gotten on fighting this election under Narendra Modi's leadership, and they should be happy about it.
Right. Absolutely. And speaking of Siddaramaiah and the kind of, you said there was hardly any dissidence if we compare it to the BJP government that preceded. But at the same time, don't you think that with the Aam Aadmi Party coming in, especially in the urban areas, the expectation of the voter has grown to a great extent? Even something like the foreign junket has become a big issue and has majorly tarnished Siddaramaiah's government.
Just like corruption, whether these kinds of public relation issues actually matter to the voter in the final analysis is up to debate. And, as we were discussing about AAP a little while ago, more than AAP getting a share of the vote, the impact that it has had on public discourse is what affects either way, right? Either pro-BJP or anti-Congress. So that's a critical point to keep in mind.
But Mr. Harish, do you think it's largely a positive vote rather than a vote against Siddaramaiah's government or his performance in the...